Mini Kit Monday, friends. This is my last layout with the fun cut guides from Janet at RTS for her latest 4 for 4 series. And this is the one that she released right on Thanksgiving. So I have these two pieces and yep, they're the same size. So this is a very black and white wood grain kind of kit. There's lots of cream as well. I have two pieces of this one. So I have a red and that plaid. I have two pieces of this really nice, deep, rich wood grain, or right here, it looks like an off-white with gray dots. I swear it looks like pegboard to me. And then more of the same of this one or this one, just depending on how you think. Now, the guides that Janet gave us are for double-sided layouts. I am doing single layouts with this. So I have to figure out how I want these goodies to go. Now, I'm also using a white pattern paper background, which really is not super common for me. I've done 3 this month and it's almost painful. So what I could do is just kind of stripe it up and hide my white background, which I have done on another layout. I just have to see what this wants me to do. Now, and of course, I'm not going to do it like this. I have to come up with my design a little bit. Now, let me show you my photo. This is my photo right here. This is my youngest daughter and her friend seeing Santa way in the socially distanced distance. And we have kind of a nicer outdoor mall near us. It's about a mile from my house, actually. Maybe a mile and a half. I don't know. It's down the way. And so you can do just about everything from the outdoors at that mall. Walk around. There's tons and tons of Christmas lights. It's super gorgeous. And the girls are both carrying a Starbs, which is never a bad idea. So this is what I have. Now, in a perfect world, I'd be using maybe blues and pinks and bringing in all those colors. But what we also have here is we have gray flooring. This daughter is wearing gray. This friend is wearing black pants, black and gray hats. So we can clearly go that way. And Santa, of course, is wearing red. So this still works. Not that big of a deal. What I have to decide is I think I want to bring in this Alpha again. And this isn't the one that originally came with my Not Just for Boys Kit Club Christmas kit. That's the kit I'm using this time around, but I added to it. The kit that Alpha I'm supposed to use is this one called Swing. Not that I'm supposed to use, but you know what I mean. It's a chipboard Alpha and it's gold and white and I think it is perfection. So I'm supposed to use this. I'm thinking of using this. The reason I'm thinking of using this, quite frankly, is this color scheme or this color palette, this color whatever, is glitter red, no glitter fallout by the way, with black on the sides. And I'm just not going to be able to use this as often unless it's like for Valentine's. If it had blue on the side, I could go with 4th of July. So that's why I'm kind of heading towards using this one, just because it's a little trickier scheme to use. Now, I do look at black and red as colors I use with my son all the time, so it's not impossible. But there we go. Now, what else to think? I have to figure out how to get these to line up, which that's not that big of a deal. What else do I have to use? Ooh, I do have a doily in here. Interesting idea. I also have these really great Christmas clippings, stickers by Tim Holtz, all kinds of Christmas words. And there's like 4 sheets and with little tiny stickers. So there's plenty to use there. Is there anything else? Oh, there's a big old poinsettia here that I could fill in. That's not a bad idea. I could fill it in with some of the red. I mean, it does kind of go with the vibe. So I'll look at that. Don't know if I'll fill it in or not. Now, I also have these really great book pages that came with the kit, and it's from A Christmas Carol in Prose, is what it reads. I'm like, how cool is that? But I'm getting a lot of the vibing of like more of a white with this particular layout. This cut file I have to use, it's for winter, so I have plenty of time to use that because winter just hit in my region. Oh, let's see. I also have my bonus sheet, which is one that has cut-aparts and, oh, that's pretty. It has cut-aparts as well as this red. So I'm going to put that at the top of my desk. So I was just going through trying to see what I have. I have some washi, which this gray, it's kind of like a gray wood grain with Santa is really cute. As I don't know, all of these are very cute for this. Now, why do I think they're so cute? Because I totally purged my Christmas supplies and only really kept what I was loving. I also have this great sequins mix. Okay, so I'm showing and showing and showing and not doing. So what I need to do is trim my photo. My white, this is like a really lightly textured white piece of paper. I just need to trim this little branding strip. It was in a paper pad. I need to trim that, kind of come up with my configuration, come up with my title, and then I'll come back when I have a little bit more traction with what my master plan is, because I seriously don't know what it is. Now, I'm looking at this Heidi Swap stamp set, and I have not used this yet either. So that might be kind of fun to have some stamping in as well. So maybe I'll be doing some pretty heavy layering of these pieces. I mean, I wouldn't mind going a little bit more horizontal. I can back my photo in this. Okay, I kind of like where my mind's going with this right now. So let me cut some things out. I will, at the very least, single map my photo, maybe double, but I will be back in a second, and then I think I can bring this in. See, I'm getting ideas. Okay, I like where this is going. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, check-in time. I got a little further with where my design thoughts are going. I went ahead and attached this piece of paper down with inked edges, double matted my photo, and inked both of those edges. Now, I think I do want to bring in my doily, you know, kind of doing one of those here-ish things. Now, these two pattern papers, I'm going to ink the edges and put them in. So I'm going to have a band design, but really going strongly this way, because I want to figure out how I might want to incorporate this cute stamp. I haven't used it, and it's a Heidi Swap thing. And all things Heidi Swap make me happy. Now, am I the most accomplished stamper? We're going to go with no, because we don't like to lie. But do we like doing it? Yes. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with that. And my title will be Sips with Santa. I had a letter. Is that supposed to be a P? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, what is, oh, it's supposed to be a D. So I was out of A's, so I just popped it there and trimmed off the top. Thought I'd show you what I did with my Frankensteining, and it looks just fine. Nobody will even care. Nobody cares anyway. So this stamp set has cute little stars and bows and leafy bits, something to remember for doing wreathy kind of things, because that leaf shape right there looks like you could use it anytime, anywhere. Same thing with a lot of things with pine trees. I live in an area that has tons of pine. So for me, that's like a year-round thing. Like we're at rivers and lakes and whatnot around pine trees. So kind of cool. I always like when you can use something for more than just that specific thing. Anywho, carrying on. So where do we think? I think we're going to do something kind of like Sips with Santa out here, because I want some of the stamping on the true white. And then, oh boy, I have a lot going on in my head. Do I want to, I think I'm going to bring this gray in and give my photo a little shelf to sit on for that. Do a little stamping, and we'll come back in a little bit. I'm going to have some decorative bits, some sequins bits to do, and we'll see if I have any little stampy bits to do around there. I'm not sure if I'll have anything extra to do. Doesn't look like I'm finding a spot for this. It'll still happen though. It's gorgeous. I'll use the cut file when I can. Yes, I could still incorporate it, but yeah, just don't want to right now. So let me do a little bit more work with this, and I'll be back again in a jiffy. Right, quick check-in. I started laying out all of the ephemera, die cuts, whatever from this Heidi Swap Christmas line. And I wanted to make sure on this white part to use all of the stars that I had left in the die cut. So you see them laid there. I do not have any of my die cuts down yet. I don't think I need to use the follow-up. Okay, So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to ink all the edges where I can. I tend not to ink on vellum because it can curl up a little bit and then never dry. So I'm going to put my die cuts here-ish where they are. Then I'm going to go ahead and ink in the rest of the spots around the white areas with more of these little star shapes. So I will be back when I do all of that. Oh, I grabbed a little bit of black and white baker's twine to do my tag right here as well. So I will show you this all finished up in a jiffy. Okie dokie, friends. I think I just want to hit this with a little tiny bit of gold mist. I have some gold foiling here and here and on the little crowns that the girls are wearing. And seriously, I did not need to put crowns on their little hats, but I did that before with this collection. And also on the last layout I did with my son, I just find it to be hilarious for some unknown reason. I know it's not that funny. You see that I stamped in the gray star over and over and over. Anywhere there were gaps between my stars and my die cut bits. So I'm gonna just go ahead and sprinkle on a little bit of this gold. I think it's gonna give it just a little bit more of a holiday flair, and then this layout will be done. So let me get this on. Clearly, I have a fear of white space if I'm going this heavy all over where there's white, but I don't tend to use cardstock a whole lot. I use it to mat things, like in the, what is it? Scrap Room Kit Club. Their kits include a lot of cardstock, and for some reason I use a ton if somebody just gives it to me and tells me to use it. Anywho, it's a weird thing, but I always just use what's right next to me on my desk. I don't know. Or in my little IKEA container. So let me show you what I have here. There we go. So you can see the die cuts. I have my little deer is popped up on some foam. I did go with those red letters. This die cut here, the poinsettia, I went ahead and put 2 of the little banner pieces up on a little bit of foam for dimension, and I have a sequin, I guess it's like a sequin snowflake, and a wood grain sequin. Hello. Those little sentiments from Tim Holtz that I told you about, I popped them in 3 places. I have this cute little winter bunny just because he's a cute winter bunny. So that is it, and my twine going a little bit wiggly, and I glued down a couple of the ends of the twine there. So that is it for today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will leave the links to the other Mini Kit Monday ladies so you can check out their channels and what they've come up with and all that kind of thing. All right, friends, see you soon. Bye-bye.